All right, everyone. Today, on the final hour, I have the Dark Lioness. I think I said that right. Yes, I did.
Yes.
My God. Today is the final hour of What the Hell is Finalness? Don't ask. It's one of those days for me. I'm having a good time, no. And we got this special guest that I found out recently plays in a band.
I do.
But
Yeah.
before we go even dabble into that, the first thing that I always tell everyone is that any question that I say that makes you uncomfortable or just irks you the wrong way or can incriminate you in a crime, you don't have to answer.
Fair enough.
Okay. Now, since we got that out of the way, the first question is, who is the Dark Lioness outside of like all this content creation stuff?
My name's Mindy. To be completely honest, my occupation is a nurse. And right now I'm using music and TikTok as a stress relief. It's, with the way that everything is right now, we're in pandemic state. It's become pretty stressful. So at this point, I've kind of just discovered about myself that I'm a little bundle of nerves. That's what I am.
Okay. So speaking of like the pandemic and you're a nurse, like how has that really affected your job on day to day? Like how bad is it?
Mm, it's pretty bad. It really is pretty bad. Before I work primarily in long-term care, so it's nursing homes and stuff like that. And it really has taken a pretty significant toll, not only on our staff members, but on our residents as well. It's weird for them, they go from seeing people that they know and recognize every day, and now we're wearing masks and basically hazmat suits, and they can't see our faces and they don't know who we are. And the only thing that they have to really go on is our voices.
Holy
So, for
crap.
those of, yeah, so for those that have, dementia and stuff like that, like I imagine it's probably pretty scary for them. And it's stressful for us because we're trying to do the best we can to take care of them to the best of our ability and make sure that we're protecting them. And sometimes we fail. And that part kind of sucks. So it's pretty stressful right now.
I mean, that would be fucking scary. Like you got dementia, and then you got like
Yeah.
with this person in a weird suit, and you don't know what's going on. Like, am I in a movie now? And
Yeah, exactly.
your goal with your patients is to like make them feel comfortable, and like in the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
situation you
Absolutely.
can't.
No. Yeah, there's just really not a good way to do any of that.
Oh my god.
Their normal is completely abnormal right now. And I mean, this has been going on since March, so we're what for was March. We're like freaking God, almost 6 months in,
Yeah.
and it's kind of becoming their norm. And I would imagine that's weird and scary. It's weird for us. It's especially for me when I have new people. I have new people come in. I work for a nursing agency actually, so I go to a lot of different buildings. And when I have people that I don't know, it's weird for me because I'm like, I don't even know what you look like.
Right? And then like you get a new employee, you can't even see their face.
Yeah,
And then like
yeah.
later on you
And for
see their
me,
face,
most
like
of
who
the
the
time, I
fuck is
am the
that?
new employee. Yeah, exactly.
Like you two could be in the same store at the same time, pass each other, not even
I would
realize
never
it.
know. I would never know. Yep.
That's and that's the
It's weird.
thing, like with the masks and how like everyone has to do this in stores and just
Oh
to
yeah,
like go shopping. It's scary,
yeah.
but not at the same time.
It
It's
is.
just it's messed up.
It's kind of weird, but at the same time, I kind of relate it to my TikTok a little bit because I'm like, I don't know what half of you people look like without your makeup on. So, I mean, I could walk by somebody in a store that I follow on TikTok that's a cosplayer and never even know. So,
Right? Upskill, thank you for that host. How you doing this evening? How is everyone else in chat doing? Actually, I hope you all have some questions for this lovely lady that is helping save lives in a sense every day, like in some way or form. Then we might scare the shit out of them, but you're trying your hardest.
yeah.
And so, like, so usually, Corona has been helping a lot of content creators with like being able to make content. I'm pretty sure it's the exact
Yeah.
opposite for you. Like,
Yeah, it really is. Especially because, working in the medical field, we're working really long hours. We're working hard hours. I By the time that I do get home, my feet hurt, my legs hurt, my back hurts. I'm exhausted.
yep.
So for the most part, by the time that I get home, I'm ready to like chill out, not really do anything. Working 12-hour shifts every single day, aside from like the weekends or whatever days I actually get off, man. Yeah, it's kind of taken a toll on my content creation for sure. It has given me a whole lot of inspiration as far as, using my primary characters, because they've got a lot of rage built up right now,
Yeah, right.
So that kind of works to my advantage, just because as far as the actual content that I make, I feel like I'm doing a little better. But being able to find the time, it's not
Oh my
it's not
God.
feasible a lot.
I was talking to Tiff Cree earlier because we're collabing on how she does her effect, her cool thing, and
Yeah,
I'm making a new
yeah, I
series
love her
on
stuff.
like TikTok secret techniques, and to me that's like a secret technique. No one really can do
Right.
that because she only uses the
Yeah.
TikTok
Oh
app.
yeah.
So
Right.
I was talking to her, trying to get like just some ideas, like get it in my head because it's a big for me. That's a big YouTube video project. It's really
Oh yeah.
there's a lot involved with it. And then we still got
Mhm.
past that, and then we were talking. She was looking at me, and was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Why? Like you look like shit." Like in her nice way, and I was
Thank
like,
you.
she said a lot more words, but I'll just say it quickly. And
Right.
she's like, you just look like shit. I'm like, I know. I kind of feel like that right now because like I mean, I'm not working as much as you, but I
Yeah.
understand like you work and then you
Oh
want
yeah.
to create content and like my goal
I do. Yeah.
is to like make this my career. So like it's
Yeah.
draining on me. And for me it's hard to
I would
ask
imagine. Yeah.
it is. It is. So I made a website last night and I actually was like, "You know what? Can you help me with this, please? I don't know if I can take this on myself and
We
everything
need.
else."
I need help.
Yes, please. And I'm one that like I'm hard. It's hard for me to ask for help. It really is.
Yeah, me
So
too. Actually, it
like
really is for me too. So.
I totally feel you on like you want to make content. You want to like like make someone's day, and then you
I
can't
do.
because you come home. You're just like
I'm out. I'm
yep.
literally. I've got 30 minutes tops. Like I get home between 7 and 8 o'clock at night. And by the time that I like eat and take a shower, I'm like, bro, I'm done.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Corona like is not helping you. Hopefully things
No,
balance out and eventually you work out where you can actually get back on your normal groove of things.
I hope so. Yeah.
Because that would be freaking awesome. Because I did notice you weren't putting out
Yeah.
as much content, but I mean, we all have lives.
I know. I try. I know. I try to do as many drafts as I can at one time, like with each character. But man, even doing the drafts, it really is kind of hard because I mean, I'm just when I do find the time, it's like okay, I can make however many drafts I want to make. But by the time that I get like 15 to 20 done, I'm like, bro, I'm just done. I don't want to wear this makeup anymore. I don't want to have these contacts in anymore. I'm done. I've got a good number of drafts here. I think I'm okay for a little bit. And then I just kind of move on. And then I realized later, like in the week, I'm like, man, I'm running out of drafts. I better get back to it pretty
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. But at the same point, the time is a big thing,
Yeah.
and then speaking of like, you also are in a band, which made a really cool music
Yeah.
video. I like that music video. You have a good
Thank
voice.
you.
So it's
Thank
like
you.
you want to do that too, and you guys can't even really do any shows.
No, yeah. We can't even really do shows right now. Actually, as a matter of fact, we can't even really practice right now, which is really hard for me, because I mean, we got used to practicing once and sometimes twice a week.
Yeah,
So for me, like not being able to practice because, the practice space that we rented, um, obviously when COVID hit, they were like, yeah, you guys, y'all can't practice here. We can't have more than 4 or 5 people in a group at once. And, using that space is just not going to be feasible right now. And it's like, man, all right. So we're kind of in the process of trying to set up our guitar player's garage and start getting some practices done there. But man, it's still hard with me working as much as what I work and the guys having to work as much as what they work. Everybody's just kind of
hmm
trying to make it through right now. And so it's definitely put a damper on that, which sucks, man. I just want to be able to go sing my songs, you know.
Right. I know that feeling. I used to play guitar. I still can. I just don't have any
Yeah,
like real big equipment. I just don't have the time. And like you don't lose that skill. But the fact of like the time and trying to like make that, it's like you're just like, I want to make fucking content, but fuck you work,
I
fuck you
know.
Corona, and like
I
we're
know.
stuck like dealing with all this. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I do not want to have to work 60 hours a freaking week. I want to be able to go make music and make TikToks. Like that's all I want. I just want to hang out with my family, you know, and make music and make content for people. That's all I want to do. I just want to
Right?
work. I just want things to be normal again. I don't at this point I don't even know if there really is ever going to be a normal again.
I don't know. Let's see what happens after an election, right? That's what
Yeah,
everyone is saying.
you know, it really wouldn't surprise me a single bit if all of this just kind of drops off.
Right?
Not gonna lie.
Right, Ambrose? What's normal? I don't know what normal is anymore. I mean, I go to the store, I see everyone wearing masks. I mean, I wear a bandana and people would think I'm about to rob the place. Now it's like, you need to put that on!
Yeah, exactly. Normally, for real, you used to walk into a store with a mask over your face and they're like, oh my God, this guy's going to rob us. And now you walk in without a mask and they freak out because they're like, you've got to have a mask on, you know? Actually was kind of laughing with one of my friends about that the other day. I'm sure you've seen on TikTok. Well, depending upon what side of TikTok you're on,
right?
You know, there's a lot of people that were there was a country artist that was, you know, he had put some TikToks out of him out and about with fans and people, and he wasn't wearing a mask, and people are like crucifying him for not wearing a mask in his TikToks and being out in public, and I'm like, man, like people do realize that he's, you know, he's living his life. Like this is the life that, you know, that he chose to live, and he is doing the best that he can to interact with his fans who pay his way in life, mind you. I would think that people would be at least a little bit understanding of that. I think we've just come to a point where people are so scared of this virus that it's affecting the way that we interact with other people. It's real weird to me.
No, it is. Like if you're out in public and you're like still doing the 6 feet social distancing, you actually technically don't need a mask at that point. If you're out like in the open, that's actually what the CDC says. If you're out in the open, it's fine. Right. But if you're enclosed and you can't maintain the 6 feet, then you're supposed to have that on.
Then you need to wear a mask. And to be completely honest, for me, like I'm not worried about. I've already had COVID once. I don't think you can get it again. So for me, like I'm not worried about it.
Only if it mutates.
I wasn't worried about it in the first place, but you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not worried about it now. I had it. Gotcha. I'm over it. We can move on with normal life.
Right? Okay, so all right, let's see what Chad has to say. Damn, Ghost killed Ruckus. Okay, Ruckus is playing Phasmophobia. At least I can wear a Michael Myers mask and not get told to take it off, right, Ambrose?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be badass.
Let's see. Optimus Prime, sup fucktard. What's up, brother? He's my good IRL friend. I've known this guy since Borderlands 2. He's a good brother of mine. You can get it only if it mutates. Only if it mutates. There's no true like anything on that.
I mean, I mean, you know, as a healthcare professional, that's kind of something that, you know, that I've thought about too. I'm like, unless it mutates, like I should be fine. You know, there's not really been definitive proof that you actually can get it again.
And the thing is,
it's just like any other virus.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing, Ambrose, the test even for COVID doesn't even test truly for COVID. It just tests for kind of strains for what closest to it. That person could have just had different types of flu that relate to it. Now, thank you. Has she heard of mask fatigue?
Yes.
What is that? I haven't.
That's the thing. For me personally, one of the I actually have to wear an N95 mask every day, and a face shield and a gown. I mean, I spend 12 hours in full PPE. So your mask fatigue is, you know, I mean, if you sit and think about it, you're wearing that N95 respirator, and you're literally breathing your own CO2 back into your body. It's going to make you tired. It's going to make you fatigued. And it's unfortunate, and that's another kind of reason that I feel like I'm kind of starting to wear down myself. I mean, I've got a good immune system. My body's strong. I'm a healthy person in general. But man, keeping that mask on for 12 hours a day, and not really getting any kind of significant breaks it's pretty rough. And it can make you feel really worn down and tired. And it's just purely and simply from breathing in your own, what you breathe out for a reason. Your body tries to get rid of, that excess CO2 in your blood, through your lungs. So when you're breathing that stuff back in, like, it's kind of defeating the purpose of what your lungs are supposed to be doing.
Yeah, because no matter which way you put it, you're pushing and you're sucking in more and you're pushing out more. Like you're doing a lot more work than you
Right.
should be.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So your body's working harder to try and get rid of that, that toxic stuff that it should be getting rid of, and it's just kind of continuously. It's just a vicious. Yeah. It's just a big vicious cycle. It's gross.
I don't. Yeah, that's true. And OSHA, Optimus Prime, with a random fact of the day, I'm going to say. OSHA did a study that they said a mask lowers your blood O2 levels. I could see that. Because, like, you can't get as much oxygen in because you're, yep.
Right.
Now, let's go to TikTok.
Because you're consistently putting in more CO2 in there. So, yeah.
We're, now, for a TikTok question, Gothic Lucinda, or Lucy, has a question. How many OCs do you have?
I have Mayhem, and I have Malice, and then I have a Skullboy named Leo. I also have a demon named Hectate, and then I have a zombie who is unnamed thus far. So, and I might be adding more. I'm not sure on that yet. It's gonna be a hot minute before I can do any of that, because I mean, like I said, I'm having a hard time finding enough time for my OCs that I actually have right now. So
Gotcha. I just posted her link in the chat. Check her out if you haven't. Pretty cool content.
Thank you.
Very cool. Okay, so we got that question out of the way. Remember, chat, if you guys got any guys and gals got any questions, just throw them in chat. I'll eventually get to them. If I miss them, just repeat them, and I will try to get to it. Now on TikTok. All right, Optimus. Okay, before I go to that question, what's your favorite OC and why?
Oh man, Mayhem definitely is my. She's kind of my heart. She's the one that I started with, and I mean, just like most content creators, she kind of she's a little special part of myself, that I kind of hold very dear. So of course, having the other OCs, like I love them all, I really do. But Mayhem's definitely my favorite. She's more of the kind of chaotic, like crackhead energy part of myself.
Okay.
She's funny and she's wild, and I have a lot of fun making content with her. So yeah.
Nice. So got it. Very cool. That one. Yes. Let's go. Crackhead energy. Let's go. I need that energy. Yes. So
let's do it.
Exactly. So, all right, TikTok. Why did you download TikTok in the first place? Because I think you had it before Corona, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely did. Actually, to be completely honest, I was thinking about this question earlier today, because I kind of figured it might be one that you asked. I was scrolling through Facebook one day and just so happened to see a video that one of my friends had shared from TikTok, and it was actually Rascal from Infernum Asylum, and it was this video where the audio was the Lovely Bunch of Coconuts audio, and the way that he did it in the cosplay, the actual makeup and everything, I'm watching it and I'm like, that is so cool. And it just kind of, for me, was like, wait, where did this come from? Because I can't seem to find it anywhere else. So I followed the link and looked it up, and I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm going to have to download this, because like, if I'm going to be able to find this kind of stuff on here, like, this for sure is something that I'm going to like. So I downloaded it, found his page, followed him, and then of course the algorithm on TikTok took me to a whole bunch of other cosplayers, and I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely dig this. I'm gonna keep it.
Nice.
And then within like a week, there were so many cosplayers that I had followed and liked their stuff, and I'm like, man, I really want to do this.
Nice.
So I kind of at that point was like, I've always kind of had that artistic side of myself anyways. I mean, I'm a musician. I've always done, multiple different forms of art. So yeah, for me at that point, it was like, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to do this. Because I know what, like I said, Mayhem's kind of a part of me. So I kind of had an ideal of what she would look like, but then, once I got the app and started playing with it, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna sit down and kind of, map out what she would actually look like to me. So
okay.
yeah, it was kind of cool.
That is really cool. Like, Rascal. I'm actually kind of glad he came back after that big situation.
Oh, man.
That kind of
I was so excited.
I mean,
the first video that I saw, because he was gone for a good couple of months, and then randomly he popped up on my For You page, and I was like, yes, he's back. I was so excited.
Yeah.
So of course I went and looked, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I can't believe. I'm so glad that he came back. And I know he's doing a lot of stuff on Patreon and a lot of stuff on Instagram, but I'm just super excited that he's back on TikTok too. So
yep. Yeah, I can't believe like he just like he doesn't even follow anyone. I don't think he follows anyone.
I know. Well, he didn't really follow a whole lot of people before, anyways, though. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't follow anybody on there either after all of the crap that happened. So
people calling him out and should have been called out, should have been public, should have been personal. Yeah, that's a whole different story. I know a couple other people who went through stuff like that, and it should not. That stuff should not be public.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, that's the same as it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing for musicians and actors. None of their. I don't feel like being a musician myself. Like, I don't really feel like my personal life should ever be put out there in the public for people. I don't think, what I do in my personal life is my business. And I don't really feel like it's anybody else's place to tell me what I can or cannot do in my personal life.
I remember the first video I saw of him is like he was with a few people in a room. I think it was 4 people. He looks over to his left at his friend. He's like, "She's giving you the googly, the eyes. She's giving you the eyes." I was like, "What the hell am I watching?" I watched the full thing. I went, "Oh my god!" And it was the guy with the fucking yellow and then white circle one eye. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, what? Like, what is this? It was just so epic.
I for sure, the first.
Like, we have a sponsor.
On Facebook, I was like, I gotta find this person because this is cool as shit. I really like it. Even just the aesthetic
for the 5
of the
gifted tier 1 subs. You fucking badass, man. Sorry to interrupt you. Right? You just gifted out 5 tier 1 subs. Like, goddamn, man. Holy shit. So I got distracted.
Squirrel.
Yes. Thank you, man. Yeah, okay, continue what you're saying.
I don't really know. I squirreled too.
Okay, let's get back to like TikTok and like you, like, because this is about you. Okay, so in TikTok, what is your favorite duet you have received, or favorite couple, or favorite duet you have done?
Oh man, I've done so many. To be completely honest, I actually don't really get a whole lot of duets. I mean, I think I attempt to make content that's duetable, obviously. But I really don't seem to get a whole lot of duets. And like I tell people all the time, I'm like, yeah, duet my stuff, man. I love that. I love, seeing people interact with the content that I make. I think probably one of my favorites that I had though was the chain. And it was the audio from the Avengers. It was an Avengers like spliced audio, and it was we have I've got an army, we've got the Hulk, I've got a blanket. That was probably one of my favorites because I actually did finally get enough people that duetted it to where I had the whole chain.
Nice.
So that was super cool. Yeah, that was super cool for me. And I'm like, yes, finally. Like, finally I had enough people to actually do a duet chain. So that was super cool. That was my first one that I'd ever had that happen with. And yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That's fucking badass. I remember that. That was a big one for a while.
Yeah,
Like, that
I
was a
know.
big one for a
It was fun
while.
though. It really was a lot of fun.
Yes, it
So
was good. It was good.
right.
Holy shit. Yeah. So what about you duetting? What is like your favorite duet you've done for someone?
Um I've done a few duets actually. Actually, you know, to be completely honest, I think one of my top favorites that I just did a little while ago with Hostile Bond. And it was the audio where he's singing that freaking song, that I Can Take Your Man If I Want to
Oh
song.
my god.
And Mayhem's, you know, beating the crap out of his character. That was one of my favorites. That was pretty fun. It was actually pretty fun to do that one. So I I had a lot of fun with that. I'm like, yep, we're gonna beat some people down today.
Nice, nice. Gothic Lucinda says, "Oh my gosh, tell her I love duetting people, so she can expect a duet from me."
Yes, yes, thank you. I would
Yes.
love that. Duet as many of them as you want to. I make plenty of duetable stuff. So yeah, if you want to duet all of them, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and plus you said Hostile Bond, like he's one of my brothers. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
You
he's
should.
so fun.
We're actually, me, him, and Wolf of the Void are doing a podcast later in the evening today where we
Nice.
talk about something. We're playing Apex on our respective channels, but if we fuck up and get off topic, they do it.
Right.
Everyone has a redeem where they redeem it, and we have to drop a gun. We get penalized. Like we do something in the game where it's like,
No.
oh no, yes, yes,
You're being punished.
yes, we'll be punished. It'll be great, and like it's just gonna be. I hope
funny.
like this one we actually fuck up because last time we didn't. It was great. We
That's
won.
amazing. I would never be able to do that. I would never be able to do that. My squirrel brain would take me way far out in the left field. Like I'd be screwed the whole game.
Nice, nice. So okay, so all right. How you've been on TikTok for quite a bit now, and you make a decent amount of videos. When the black BLM movement happened, what was when the algorithm changed at that point? Did you notice a change in your views?
Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, I'm actually almost at 10,000 viewers or followers now. And I noticed, a couple months ago that I barely get 10% of the views that I have versus my followers. I mean,
Right?
usually on average I get around like 200 to 300 views now. Where I was getting, I was getting sometimes up to like 1,500 to 2,000 views. I've had a couple of videos that kind of circulated around and got up to like 30K views. But yeah, no, definitely any of the videos that I've put out within the last couple of months, I mean, I'm not getting even a fraction of the views that I used to.
Yes.
Which, I mean, for me, I don't put out the content because I'm, doing it for views or likes or whatever. It's fun for me. It's definitely, like I said, it's a release for me. It's a stress reliever for me. It's, it helps me kind of wind down on my off, my days off. I get to actually like chill out and do something fun. It's fun for me. But at the same time, it's kind of like, man, am I just not doing stuff that people like anymore? Because I don't really follow the trending audios anyways. I have done some of the trending audios, but like I don't really use a whole lot of those anyways, just because they don't really fit my characters. My characters are my characters are scary. I don't really have characters that the trending audios fit a whole lot. But it's like I don't know if maybe I'm just doing something wrong or people have just kind of fallen off the app or what, but I feel like I definitely am not getting near the views that I used to.
When they did the first algorithm change, they fucking changed something drastic. Drastic.
Something, majorly drastic for sure. And I don't know. I have no idea.
Like honestly, some people didn't get affected by it, but after that,
Right.
After that algorithm change, my views dropped maybe like 60%.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine too for sure.
And then I joined the
Yeah.
Creators Fund. They dropped like 90%. And I did a
Man.
comparison. I literally did a comparison, but that's not for everyone. And I didn't
Right.
like, so that's the weird thing. It's not for everyone that happened to them. And
I
it's,
actually have. I have had quite a few people tell me the same thing though. A lot of
yeah,
the friends that I've made on TikTok have noticed, you know what I mean, that their views are drastically dropped compared to what they were. So
yes.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I made a video on like how to join the Creators Fund and why I left the
Mhm.
Creators Fund. And then I did a
Right.
comparison of my views. Like I literally showed side by side. Oh, like look
Yeah.
at the difference. Like this is before the algorithm change, and you can see a huge difference. And then
Right.
the algorithm changed. You see that it dropped down, which okay, fine. The algorithm changed. It is what it is. But then as
I
soon
mean,
as I
yeah,
joined the Creators Fund, I was like, wow, I went from getting like
like
2,000
it
views of
tanked,
what's that?
like it just tanked.
Yeah, I went from 2,000 views like after the algorithm changed to like 600 to 1,000, and that would be any video I
Man.
post. Yeah, and this is like because I don't post a lot of OC stuff because I'm doing a lot of this, a lot
Right.
more of this, a lot more of
Right.
Twitch content. But when I do stuff with my wife, the same thing. Like it's there, it's just there's
That's
nothing.
weird. Yeah, it's weird. You know, like I said, I mean, several of my friends that I've made on here have noticed the same thing, especially with their OC content.
Mm-hmm.
Their views, I mean, their views have just tanked. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think TikTok just hates cosplayers.
I don't know. I think it's just the algorithm tweaked not right. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Um,
and yeah, I mean, most likely they probably, you know, yeah. Well, who knows? Actually, it's hard to say.
I know there is no. I haven't cracked it. I cracked the last algorithm. I don't know this one at all.
Like,
So
yeah,
with that being said, it is what it is. You can't
it
control it.
is.
But
I can't change it.
so you do all these fun things, and you got kids.
I do. Yeah, I have two. So
Boy, girl, 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 boy, boy.
I've got a girl and a boy.
They old, young.
They're teenagers.
Oh,
That's
jeez. Oh, okay. So hey, go cook. Leave me alone.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, I wish. No, that's not how that works.
Oh, that's my son's shit. Hey,
That
cook
is
hot
not
dogs.
how
Okay.
that
He'll cook wrap, croissant roll, hot dogs. Oh man.
works.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
If I depended upon my children to eat, we would be hungry.
Fair enough. And so do you have a significant other or
Yes. Yeah, I
ah
do.
married, not married?
No, I'm divorced.
Okay.
So yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so I'm confused. So wait, what? So you had one but not now is what you're saying?
No, no, no. I am divorced, but I do have a significant other.
Okay, gears coming together now. Got it.
Yeah.
There we go. We got this. We got this harps today. We got this. Now. Okay, so
It
how
is
long?
gonna be one of those days.
Oh no, it's just what it is. My brain just does that. So that's really cool. So like, is he supportive of like everything you do?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know, it's kind of weird. Because of course, like people kind of um sexualize my characters, and that's kind of weird for him. It's kind of weird for both of us, I think. Actually, that is still really weird for me.
How
But
so do
yeah,
they even
he's
do that?
definitely.
What?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like my characters are scary. You know what I mean? I have like my characters are scary characters. They're not meant to be they're not meant to be sexualized like, you know, and I get it, like the makeup with the character, you know, might be attractive to certain people, but at the same time, like the actual character, you're looking at the aesthetic of the character. You're not actually looking at, you know, what the character truly is. If you were to meet Mayhem in a dark alley somewhere, she would literally eviscerate you and play with your guts. Like, probably not going to be living out your fantasies with her
That she
at that
probably
point. I
would
don't.
do the roar.
Right. Right. She's going to scare you to death. And then, you know, play with your corpse like it's a puppet. So, like, I don't understand how people can sexualize the characters, but they do the same thing to everybody else, you know. Actually, Infernum Asylum just put out a video not that long ago where he's like, "Stop calling me daddy." You know, he's like, "Y'all are nasty," and I'm like, "I get it. I feel that, bro. Like, I get it."
Wow. Well, I haven't had that experience. I'm kind of glad I don't, because I'm not that good looking. But shit, like, no,
It's
thank you. No.
weird. It's really well. I mean, that's just it. Like, I don't really feel like I'm that attractive of a person. You know what I mean? I put my makeup on and I'm like, yes, I'm scary. I'm a were-lion. This is gonna be awesome. And then people are like, oh, she's so hot, and I'm like, well, that's not the effect that I was trying to go for. But you know, I guess here we are.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So that's awesome. So okay, question. Have you ever thought of having your teenagers or your husband or man, or I don't know what he is to you, actually involved in your TikToks?
Actually, yes. One child, of course, has no interest in it. The other child has interest, but is kind of like, I would rather spend my time gaming. And I'm like, cool. I'm perfectly cool with that. And as far as the significant other, I haven't really. Yes, I would absolutely like to do content together. I think that would be great. We will get to that later.
Like one day, it is a thought. It's there. It just has not been initiated.
Yes, not yet. We'll get there.
But like, when we do this, we could go do some other stuff later, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Right? I mean, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we won't go into details on that because this is a PG-13 website / NC-17 sometimes. Yes. So, with all, I'll try. I'm having fun. Squirrel. I really am. Not squirrel. I'm just
squirrel.
Trying to like absorb everything as we go. So, you're a singer of what's the band named?
Whispers of October is our name.
Whispers of October. And you guys got a song on YouTube, which was,
we have 4.
You have 4? I always saw 3. Like, wait, what? Hold on.
So we've got we only have 1 music video. The rest of them, you can find the audios on there, but we've only got the 1 music video. So, but yeah, that's no, we're on there. We've got our own channel.
Okay.
We're trying to collect some fans.
Yeah, you got it. You'll get it eventually. Just all that takes time and learning, and then tags, titles, descriptions are huge.
I know.
Huge.
I know, it's hard too. You know, especially not being able to play live. That makes a huge difference because I can't get out there and interact with people. That was one thing that I actually really loved about playing live, is that I get to interact with people. People that never even heard of us. You know, they come to a show and they're like, "Man, you guys were awesome," and it's like, "Thank you." Like, here, check this out. You know, we've got our YouTube channel. We've got, we're verified on Spotify. Like, we've got all sorts of different streaming platforms that you can look us up on, so you can listen to our music if you want to. So
nice.
It really sucks that I can't like get out there and shake people's hands and meet people. And as much as I sometimes don't like being social, it really is a good way to get the music out there and get it heard. So
yes, it's nowadays, especially with COVID, and since accessibility of technology, it's easier to record a part, send it over, have them tweak it, send it back and forth until you make a song. And that's the best way to go, especially nowadays, just to get something out there. And
I know.
Cash Check says, "Hey, Dark Linus," but it's actually Mr. Anarchy. He stole his wife's tablet.
Hey, Mr. Anarchy.
Yeah, this guy shows his face randomly. I'm always going to give him shit. He's worse than Hostile Bond. Hostile Bond in my Discord server is named "What's a Push Notification?"
Nice.
I love you guys, though. I really do. So I have to always give shit to my friends, because that's just how it is. Because you guys give shit to me eventually. Yes, so it's good. That's awesome. Like that you're in a band, you do TikToks, you're trying to get all this content. I am not You don't final me. This is my show, bitch. I could ban you if I want to. No, I love you. I won't do that. No. So you try to do all these things and you just can't because like stupid freaking COVID and then work.
I know.
Now,
I know, yeah. And I think, I mean, if I did like any other kind of job, it probably really wouldn't be so bad. But man, I'm in healthcare, and it sucks because like they need us a lot. I mean, that is part of the reason why I went into nursing though. Job security, I know without a shadow of a doubt that my job is always going to be needed. There's never going to be a time where I'm going to be jobless because we always need healthcare professionals.
Yes.
So.
Yes, that is true. And you're doing hero's work in modern day age without superpowers. And
wearing a hazmat suit every day in the middle of a pandemic.
Right? Like, I can't believe that shit. I hope it does eventually die down or they...
Oh, God, me too. I'm over it. I came home the other day and my nose from wearing that mask was like raw. I'm like, dude, I'm over this. I'm so over this. I'm not even going to be able to make content because my nose is raw.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. So... Oh,
never going to be able to get my makeup to look right.
All right. So what is the most... All right. You're in a band. I know you have an experience like this. What is the one... I got a couple questions for you. While live, have you ever just looked at one of your other musician members or bandmates and go, what the fuck are you playing right now?
Yes. Actually, funny story about that. So
they always are.
Where are you? I know, right? So where are you located at
Chicago.
Again? Okay, right. So you're in Chicago. So so well, I mean, you might. You like metal music, so you know what Rocklahoma is. You know that Rocklahoma is one of the bigger.
No, I don't know.
3-day music festivals that we
have. Ever since like System of a Down and 2 Ozfests later, I've been out of like really going to shows.
Okay, well, I mean, it's similar to Ozfest. So it's like a 3-day music festival that they do in Pryor, Oklahoma. It's huge. It's amazing. It's and my band actually got to go play. Last year, we actually got accepted. We got to go play down there. It was great. But that was one of the bigger shows that we had ever done. And we were super excited, really nervous, obviously, because it was a huge festival show. Of course we were on one of the smaller stages.
Yeah.
But still, man, there were a ton of people there, and we drove like 4 hours to get there, set up all of our stuff. We're right in the middle of our set. We're like 3 songs in, and all of a sudden, like, our drummer's just kind of playing, the wrong song. And I'm turning around and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So we improvised a little bit. It was fine. But yeah, no, definitely a moment in time for me where I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I love those moments.
Why?
Chaz Kitty says, thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Cash App / Mr. Anarchy. You can count the number of time Freebird gets yelled out. No, you can't. You cannot count the number of time Freebird gets yelled out. Yeah.
I can't. No, it's already way past the counting point. Like, I've only got, I've got a limited number of fingers and toes, man. I can't go that high.
Like, so, like, all right, I got a funny story. When I was in a battle of the bands, we got to the last round. It was 3 shows. When we got to the last like show, and it was a big venue. Right. I don't even know where the fuck it was, but it was a big venue, and we had to drive like an hour through snow just to get there.
Oh my god.
It was terrible.
One way uphill.
And my singer decides to yell at my ear, and he rattled it. And I said, you do that again, I'm going to hit you. Motherfucker, he did like, yeah, he was seriously like always on something, chilling, like doing something crazy, right? He does it again.
Right.
I turn around and just fucking deck him, and he's like, he looks at me, because mind you, he's like a foot taller than me, And he's just like, it's like, wait, what? And he comes up to me, he's like, oh,
You really gonna punch me right
shakes
now?
my fucking hand and goes, I'm proud of you. I didn't think you would
Nice.
do it. I'm like, I said I wouldn't do it, motherfucker. What the hell?
I told you I was gonna. Like, don't doubt me.
My drummer was so idiotic. We're about to go into the studio to record, and we all slept over at my guitarist's house. He had a sandwich that he wanted to heat up. He says, can I heat up my sandwich? He went, yeah, just go nuke it. What do you want me to do? Put in the nuclear reactor?
Oh my god.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He's like, dude, just, and we're
Wow.
all like half asleep, dead freaking tired. Dude, just go nuke it. What the hell? And he's like, oh, okay, very funny, guys. And like, he legit didn't fucking get it.
Had no idea.
And we explained it, and we put in the microwave. Oh.
Some people's kids, man. I'm telling you. It's great.
So what other stories you got? I know you got another one at least.
Oh gosh. Yeah, man, people are wild. You know, the thing that I absolutely love about metal music, you know, being into metal yourself, like, you know, when you're out in the, you're out in the middle of a crowd, like, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, black, white, you know, fucking skinny, fat, like, it doesn't matter. If you fall down, like, they're gonna pick you up, you know, and dust you off and make sure you're okay. The metal community is definitely a community of people that come together, and you know, they all have that common bond, and it's a deep common bond. But the metal people get kind of wild. And being a female for a metal band, if there's not a barrier between me and the crowd, I generally try to just kind of keep my distance a little bit anyways, because I'm telling you, man, people have no qualms about like trying to reach out and touch you. And I'm not really that person. Actually I had a guy that for whatever reason decided that he was going to stand as close as he possibly could to me while I was singing songs, and like do the whole like pelvic shaking thrust thing at me. It was real weird. And I mean, the last time that he came too close to me, you know, on my stage, because I had kind of backed up a little bit, and then I like, you know, I don't know, I'm weird about it. I'm like, dude, don't come closer to me. Just please don't. So the last time that he came up close to me and was like, you know, shaking his junk at me, I finally just looked at him like middle of my song, and I'm like, if you do that again, I'm going to kick you so hard in your balls that you're going to choke on them. Back up. And then there were like 3 other people that were just like, dude, she's serious. Like, back up. Just don't do it. People are definitely weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird for me that people want to come and have pictures taken with me, stuff like that. But I guess I really can't say that I've had a whole lot of weird stuff happen while I've been playing shows. It's mostly just like people being wild and people getting drunk and people doing stupid shit, you know. Because I don't drink when I sing. It messes with, I mean, obviously it makes you sound like crap.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't drink. So, you know, I'm watching everybody else get drunk and have fun, and I'm like, this
Fuck
would
y'all.
be great, but I have to be able to sing my songs and make them sound right. So
yeah. No, I know. I didn't drink. I would have a energy drink, yeah. But I didn't. I very rarely drink. Like, I would have a shot, but
I finally got a little ritual. Like, after a show, I'm gonna have a beer. We're gonna leave, and I am going directly to go get tacos. Like,
tacos.
I don't care what else happens. That's like my post-show ritual is a beer and tacos. It's gotta happen.
Right? Like, you gotta have that. You gotta have something after you do a show. Like, you have to. Like, and that makes you remember. the shows, and like it makes you remember like the
Right.
good times, because like everyone has
Right.
arguments. There's always conflict or freaking music differences. There's always
Oh yeah.
something. There's
Oh
always
yeah.
two people where you're like, shut the
There's always
fuck up,
something.
kiss and make up and hug, okay?
Right.
We don't care
Right.
that he played the wrong chord. We get it. And we don't care
Nobody
that
even noticed.
Right? The fucking thing is, I was that guy that I would notice when someone would mess up. I would always be
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
me too. Do the glare thing. You're like,
Yeah.
that was not the right. Yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah, me too. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's times for me whenever I'm not, I'm gonna be off a little bit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be flat. I'm the singer. Like people are staring at me, So I'm not too terribly harsh on anybody because I'm like, listen, if they're gonna notice anybody screwing up, it's gonna be me that they notice screwing up. So
True that. True that.
if I can handle that, like I can handle you guys messing up too. I'm good with it. And there have been times where I'm singing on stage and for whatever reason, a note that I've hit a million times before on stage, for some odd reason, it comes out sounding like a goat in a blender. I don't know. It happens.
Yep.
You just move on, do the best that you can. So
Yep. I believe me, I know. Like it's those are like the fun times. Now, do you hope now, okay, with all of this stuff being said about content creation, because we could talk for hours about all of this shit right now. But
oh yeah.
all right, out of TikTok, YouTube, because you have a channel, your band, and your nursing, which one would you like to dabble into and just drop everything and just concentrate on?
Music for sure. That's definitely where my soul is at. If I could drop everything else and just focus on one thing and be financially stable with it, it for sure would be music. It's something that I absolutely love. Ever since I was a little bitty kid, music has always been a huge part of my life. Music is always something that at the end of the day, no matter how my day has been, no matter how things have gone in my day, there's always a song that I can put on that is going to make me feel better. There's always a song that I can put on that is going to directly relate to my life and how I feel. That's the thing that I love so much about music is that when I can't put something into words, there is a song that will put it into words for me. Music is, I mean, it's literally what kind of, keeps my soul alive. So if I, and I try as much as I can to pour my soul into my music as well. So I kind of feel like if I can touch somebody the way that my favorite artists do for me, then I'm going to help somebody.
Yeah.
Nursing is great. I can help people's physical bodies all day long. But to be able to touch somebody's soul, that's kind of the ultimate help for me. I know how certain songs make me feel. I know how certain songs take me back to a particular point in time that I either loved or I hated, and I can look back years later and be like, oh man, that song brings back some really strong memories, and I'm glad that I'm not in that place anymore. So, if I can do that for people, like I feel like, then I've done something good for at least one person.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's really how it was for me when I was making music, and I wanted it to be my career, but I couldn't get
financially, man. Yeah, it really is. It takes a huge financial backing to be able to do all of the things that you need to do, whether it's equipment or whether it's recording or whether it's, studio time. Like it really is financially draining to be in a band.
It's not even just, well, I mean, once you have the equipment, you have it. But
yeah,
like you could also like do self-recordings. That's actually not that expensive nowadays. Like a couple grand, like yeah. I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot, but compared to
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
For me though, like I don't really have the I mean, I guess it probably wouldn't be terribly hard to figure out, but I don't know how to do any of that. You know what I mean? So for me, it's kind of like I might as well just go somewhere and have it recorded so that I can sit there and put everything together the way that I want it.
Yeah.
Not have to be the one to figure out how to do it.
Exactly. Like, and like me, like I actually self-taught myself. I bought some recording gear and just like
Oh,
kept
nice.
like messing with this, seeing what I can do, what I can get.
Good.
And that's how I'm able to like edit YouTube videos because it literally translated to be the same thing. The only thing extra was image.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know,
guess that's true.
and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go. But yeah,
Right.
like man, we could just keep going about bands and keep going and shit. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Now, with like music, what are you trying to do other than having to band together and do shows to generate revenue for the band? And even just for yourself as
I
a singer and writer, since
yeah,
you do write.
yeah, yeah. I write all of our lyrics. I write myself. I kind of figure. I mean, it's what I'm going to be singing, so I need to put my own heart and soul into the words that I'm going to be singing to people. I really am hoping. God, I'm just really hoping at this point that like all of this pandemic crap is over with soon, so that we can get back to practicing and making more songs. Like I would really love to have a full album of music put together. Well, I mean as quickly as what we can, but at this point it's just not really feasible. So I think that's probably kind of where we're headed. As soon as we can get back to actually writing and making music again, that's where we had planned on going. I think that's still kind of the same track that everybody wants to be on, is eventually having a full album's worth of music, which we're not really far off right now anyway. It's just going to be getting everything completed, getting it to where we're proud of it, and then getting it recorded and getting it out there for people. So that's my next move as far as the band goes.
Okay. Mr. Anarchy had a suggestion. I'm gonna kind of word it a little differently.
Okay.
Have you ever decided to post your music, like make Whispers of October official TikTok and post like a clip of a song on there?
Actually, our music is available on TikTok. And I have a couple of videos on my page where I have used my OCs and used our songs with my OCs.
Okay.
So they're back a little ways. They were a little farther back in my content, but yeah, I have three of our songs on there actually, as a matter of fact,
Nice.
that I've made content with. So yeah.
So that's a yes. No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's their YouTube link. You can check it out for the band.
Thank you.
So yeah, that like I mean, because you also write. Now, what if like
Yeah.
I know this is something that no band person wants to think about, but what are you like what if the band doesn't work out, or like what are you actually just trying to do yourself? Because like for instance, me, I shifted from yes, I work 6 days a week, but I'm trying to shift more work into YouTube
Right.
because I can make that a living and then quit my job eventually. It's just going to take time. What are you trying
Yeah.
to shift to make your singing and writing into like a career form?
Yeah. Well, that would be. I mean, obviously, that's like end game goal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like I said, the financial aspect of it is a huge aspect of it for me. Because I mean, at the same time, like playing shows, like you've got to have
No,
you've
no,
got to
no.
have money to be able
I think you're missing what I'm trying to
to. So,
say. You also write. You could write
yeah.
short stories. You could publish those short
Oh,
stories.
yeah.
You
Actually,
could.
it's kind of funny that you say that. I actually am in the process of writing a fictional novel, I guess.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, because I mean, and that's one thing that really, since I can't write music, I've kind of taken some of the imaginative, parts of me and dreams that I've had. As weird as that seems, like I've taken some dreams that I've had and just kind of like built on them, and I've built this whole like fictional story. I've got like four or five chapters written already. That I'm actually super excited about, because I'm like, man, I could probably publish this one day. That'd be super cool. Like, I actually really wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind doing that either, to be honest. So,
I mean,
I'm kind of kind of realizing at this point that I'm like a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Well, the thing is being a jack of all trades and accomplishing everything one thing at a time and actually making a product of some sort and making where like you could actually live your dreams is like the end goal for anyone in life. Like you want to live your dreams and live what you want, what you like doing and love doing. And like, so for instance, like somehow you get to that point where like, wow, I could actually leave nursing because I'm making, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And now I can put more time into the band while still doing this and having more time now. And
and that would be awesome.
You can do it. Like I know someone who has a published book. I can ask them like, how did you get your book published once yours is done?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And
heck yeah.
See where it goes. Man. I mean, you might know her. Have you ever met I'm Top Creeper?
I have not.
You have not? Okay, she's one of my good friends. And we hang out all the time. She's really cool. But with all this being said, we're getting close to, we're right at the hour mark. So if you guys got any more questions.
I think we're right over there. So
if you got any questions, start asking them now. And I'm going to start asking my closing questions in a few minutes. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm trying to get to is that there's multiple ways as a content creator, just not through TikTok, to be able to generate a form of revenue in one way or form. And it just takes, it takes trying, as I say to everyone, finding yourself to be able to see what works. Like me, interviews, TikTok guides, Twitch. And like that works for me, but my gaming compilations don't do shit.
Right. You know, another thing too, like for me, I actually am getting ready to go back to school to further my nursing degree because I know that will put me. I know that that'll put me into a place where I will have a little bit more freedom to do things that I want to do and other avenues. It's just, you know, getting through the schooling and putting myself in a position to where I'm going to be okay to be able to do those other things.
Yeah.
So I do have a plan, you know, executing the plan sometimes is a little different than having the plan, but you know how that goes.
Yes. And that's the thing, like trying to pick and put time aside to be able to do all these things. Like yesterday, I'm watching Creepy Halloween because Creepy Mama 666 was in it. And I haven't watched a movie in a long time. I'm not kidding. A movie or show since Castlevania 2 season 2 came out. So it's been that long since I've watched a freaking show. And I watched it and then I went, whoa, hold up. This is funny. And then I decided to make a website while watching it. That's why you might see a new thing pop up every now and then. Website. And I got Tiffany helping me out with that. So it's going to get better in the long run. Now, I don't know if chat's got any more questions, but if they come up with anything, we'll roll with it. Now I'm going to start asking my 3 closing questions. If you haven't watched any of my interviews fully to the end, I always ask these 3 like after I met DR.ZED, I think is what it was. Now, during the interview, was there any question that you wish I asked you or didn't get to ask you, but you want to talk about, ask, or like wonder, like, or want people, your viewers to know or your fans to know?
No, not really. I think we covered pretty much the basic gist of me. I'm really not that exciting of a person, to be completely honest.
Bullshit.
I work.
Bullshit. You say you help save lives and scare old people. You freaking you play in a band. Even though if you're like chill as fuck while playing as a band, like you're still like that's interesting. And what the fuck was the 3rd thing you do? You do TikToks. Like what the fuck?
I mean, I do a lot of other shit that like is not even. We don't have time.
I know, right?
Man,
even Lucy's like, oh, Gothica.
I'm very much a hobbyist. Like I've got to have. I get bored, you know. I think I may have a touch of like adult ADD. Like I get bored, and man, if I don't have something to do, I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm probably gonna get myself into trouble if I don't have something to do. So I'm constantly like shuffling through hobbies of shit that I do.
Nice. So, okay. Gothic Lucinda / Lucy says, oh my God, yes, you are. I know, right? Here's a question real quick. Any advice for TikTokers on their videos?
On my videos, have
Of
fun, or just on in videos in general, have fun.
yeah.
Like I said earlier, I don't ever really make the content based upon like how many views that I think it's going to get, or how many how many followers I think I'm going to get, or likes or whatever. I literally choose my audios based upon what I think would fit best with a particular character of mine. That's how I base choosing my audios. And I'm like, and I when I hear an audio, I kind of automatically get like a picture of what I'm going to do with it for which character. I have synesthesia, so music and audios, any kind of sound manifests a little differently in my brain than most people's. It actually manifests as a color instead of like an image, I guess. So like when I listen to music, it's not I don't have the picture of like the band or the music video or whatever. It's all just color inside of my head. So a lot of that kind of determines a lot of the basis for audios that I use as well. If I tell you that a death metal song is pretty, it's not because it's pretty. It's because it's showing up in my brain as a lot of really vibrant colors.
That's fucking interesting. And that kind of answers my next question. What is an interesting fact about yourself that no one knows about you?
So I mean, some people know that. Some people do know that. But that's
I
kind
don't
of
know that. The chat doesn't know that. I mean,
true. You're absolutely right. Some people do know that, not very many. But yeah, no, that is kind of a little oddity about myself that I did not know was an oddity until I was like, 29 years old. I mean, I didn't even know that wasn't how the rest of the world saw noises. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, it doesn't make sense when I say it. I hear myself saying it and I'm like, that shit don't even make no fucking sense.
Right?
But I didn't realize, you know what I mean? I was right. Why is my brain got to be this way? But sitting and chit chatting with a girlfriend, and I'm like, oh yeah, that song is so pretty, and she's like, that song is about decapitation, and that's not very pretty to me. And I'm like, no, but I mean, the music of it though is super pretty. And she's like, still not really very pretty. And I'm like, okay, well, the colors of it are bright enough for me that like it's pretty. You know what I mean? It's not drab. And she's like, I'm sorry, what now? And I had to sit and explain it to her. And she's like, you do realize that's weird as shit, right? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Right? Like,
it kind of caught me off guard because I'm like,
blown.
You don't see it? Like, that's not how it sounds, or
right?
That's not how it sounds to you? And she's like, what the actual fuck are you talking about right now, lady?
That's freaking interesting as fuck. And yes, I think that does top Gothic Thug not having a belly button. I think that does top that. because like, honestly, like, I don't know what I got, but when I hear music, I hear it, but I only hear tones.
Yeah.
I don't, and I hear the feeling of it. I can't lyrics. I would have to listen to a song 1,000 times before I truly get the lyrics, unless it's like something that like all flows together perfectly, like that. Haven't you read the company policy? Just like that sound that was going around. I can't do it, but like that one, I was able to get in my head because it flowed. It had that perfect beat, that perfect rhythm, and that's interesting.
And the thing for me too is that everybody, even voices have a particular color, and the tone of the tone kind of determines the brightness, I guess, of the color. You can tell when somebody's pitch changes because it turns into a brighter color. When the pitch of someone's voice changes, or if their volume goes up, it's a more intense color.
That's weird.
It's real weird. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it to people properly. It's just the way that I don't know. It's just the way that sound manifests inside of my brain. It actually is a thing. I didn't know that it was a thing. I thought that everybody's brain worked like that. But apparently that's a thing.
That's really interesting. If you knew how to use recording software, you could actually use that to your advantage.
I would love that. Thing. I really would love that. I know, especially like video recording, because I have like a huge pack of Holly powder in my room that I really would love to be able to somehow, because most of I mean, it's basically like plumes of colored smoke inside of my brain is what it is. So the music, you know what I mean? When all of those colors are kind of coming out of the base of the nowhere, I guess, they all kind of meld together, and they move and they interact together, and that to me is what makes a song pretty or not, is if those colors work well together and they meld together well. So I really would like to be able to do like a visual representation of a particular song. It's just, man, how do I take it from here and put it down?
And put it down there,
visually.
yeah.
For people? Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Because like my wife does not understand. It's like, how do you not get the lyrics? I watch my son. I watch my wife. I'm like, fuck both of you. How? How do you do this?
But at the same time, like for me, vocals have their own particular color. Each individual person has their own color. So for me, like being able to single out that one particular color, I can listen to the lyrics of a song and have them down. I can listen to the lyrics of a song and at least have the chorus and like the first verse down within like 1 or 2 times of listening to a song.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm also the writer of the music. You know what I mean? I am a vocalist, so lyrics are pretty important for me.
True that, but like even for me, like I've tried so many times trying to listen and get things down. I never could. And sometimes, even times after knowing a song for a long time, I don't know it. But as soon as I pick up my guitar and I'm able to play like one of my old songs, I'm like, oh, there we go.
But you can, exactly. But you can play a song on that guitar from 20 years ago that you haven't played in 20 years and still know it.
Yeah, and once I remember it. That's a fucked up thing. Okay, so wow, that actually led right into my next question perfectly. Perfectly. That was awesome. I mean, you could interpret that into video form so we could see it what she does. But the problem is trying to get from your brain to that. But what I was meaning is like, how when you're recording and you see the differences and stuff, you could actually use effects on when things should be or when things should be triggered. It's a very interesting thing. You could do art with that. It's like, holy crap.
That's true.
This is
right.
Oh,
that would be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. What's up, Obi-Wan? And okay, my last question that I ask everyone is, do you have any questions for me and Blood?
Actually, I don't. I don't really.
Uh-oh.
I've had a lot of fun just doing this interview with you. I appreciate that. I didn't think that I would ever be being interviewed over my TikTok stuff,
really?
But here we are. So yeah, no, I mean, of course not. That's not. I mean, of course, I've done a lot of interviews because of the band and whatnot, but like my TikTok stuff, I just have fun with that. I never really thought that like anybody would actually want to sit and talk to me about my TikTok. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, I wouldn't really know what to ask anyways. I'm a little bit socially awkward sometimes. So
be as awkward as you fucking want. Ask a goddamn question.
How did you get started in all of this, in the TikTok thing? Like, how did that happen for you?
I'll try to make this short. I did no, it's actually a long story. I started Twitch gaming, then I did YouTube gaming, realized I wasn't growing with my gaming content, watched some videos from Alpha Gaming. He said TikTok's findability was great compared to everything else, so I joined it, had no clue what the fuck I was doing. My wife watched or got it because I had it, and then made a countdown video of some of her pictures. That kind of blew up, gave her some followers, so she kept posting, gained a lot of followers, and then she was doing OC after a while. I was like, okay, I'll join because it looks like fun. I joined, and that's how I got onto TikTok. And then I figured out how to get people to the Twitch channel. I figured out people to get the Discord, to get people talking and interacting, meeting new friends. And I started doing podcasts in between, and someone suggested an interview. Those people fell apart, and now I'm here. After I did one, I was hooked. And everyone loved loved it.
I can kind of see that. I think it would be a lot of fun, actually. Like this was fun, and I wasn't even on the the asking questions end. So I think it'd be pretty cool, really.
And I have such a good time with everyone. I mean, yeah, there's a few that I'm just like, oh my god, can you please elaborate a little bit, just a little bit,
Right? Give me something.
Yeah, something. And I know and I know chat knows when that's happening because they just get like totally like, okay, you can tell, but. I still have a good time because I'm learning someone new, who they are and what they.
Yeah.
I need to up this to 2 hours. No, that's too much. But
that's way too much.
That is a little too much. The only one that went 2 hours was Elo's because Elo, like, oh my god, you want to say fucking what's a purple shiny squirrel that way and up there at the same time? Well, yes, that was her.
There were 7 squirrels, okay? All of them had bells on. Some of them were sparkly, and a few of them were multicolored. That's what happened.
Yes. So, that's how I got started. I started to have findability so I could slowly shift, so people could find my channels. And
nice.
To kind of like realize something I tell all content creators, to find yourself. And I did find myself. Yeah. I found myself as more of a social media influencer.
Right.
That's kind of what it turned into, Gothic Lucinda, about an hour and a half now. A social media influencer with... no, that's how much each one does. It's crazy now. And a social media influencer, a YouTuber, and my next step is, once I get the website fully up and running, I'm going to try to set up my... I'm going to step into stream coaching and content creation coaching.
Oh, nice.
Because there's a lot of people who start creating content, want to like make this a thing, but don't sit there and go, "What?
I don't know how."
It's not that I don't even know how. It's not even I know how. It's just they don't. They don't even realize that. What are you trying to give to people? People have to come to you
I can see that.
To consume something. Either you're knowledgeable of something that no one else is, or you're a great communicator, you're a person who's funny, and you're utilizing the tools that you have in the wrong way. And a lot of people don't understand it. And when I talk to content creators, that's one of the first things I ask, like, what do you do? Who are you?
Right. Yeah. What makes you you?
Exactly. Because once you find what you like and what you're good at, you're going to love it and you're going to keep doing it. Like, before the conversation, I'm like, fuck everything. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. But as soon as we started, I'm like, let's go. Because I love this. It wakes me up. I'm fucking ready to go.
Yeah.
And
I know. I actually, right before, about probably 30 minutes before we hopped on here, I was like, man, I could really just take a nap right now.
Right.
I really could. A nap would be fantastic right now. But no, once we hopped on here, I'm like, oh, I'm good, man. I think I'm going to go make some food and jam out for a little bit when we're done. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So that's how I got involved. And that's why I'm going to stay with it, because I love doing it. And I know I'll get somewhere. I just need time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's with anything. I mean, anything's going to take you time, anything is really worth it.
Have you seen Bella Porsche? Look, I'm gonna go like this and shake my head and get millions of followers, but that's all you're known for.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're making a killing right now, but it's gonna last for the next like 30 years.
It's not gonna right. I mean, and I mean, at the same time, just like with my band, it's worth it to me.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to put time into it. You know what I mean? I really am. And even if, at the end of the day, like, even if everybody else kind of falls off with it, like, there's going to be more people that are willing to do it with me. At the end of the day, like, I'm the one who started the band. I'm the one who continues the band. Mm-hmm. So, even if I have, a ton of different people that are doing it with me throughout the years, like, I'm still going to keep doing it. Just because it is something that I love. It's something that I feel is very therapeutic for me as well. And it's not something that I'm willing to, even if I don't go anywhere with it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, my goal with it is not to get rich and famous. That would be amazing. But my goal with it is literally just to kind of heal those parts of my soul that are still, maybe a little bit beat up, and hopefully help heal some other people in the process.
Nice. That's fucking amazing right there. That is amazing. Yeah, like, with content creation, that's how it is. Like, yeah, like there are avenues, like I was talking about earlier, that you can take to be able to like
Yeah.
make it where you can make this a living. It's just utilizing the right tools that you have. Like,
Yeah.
you know what you can do, you know what you can offer people. It's actually figuring out how to go about it. Man,
yeah, exactly.
Man, we could keep talking shit. Now, do you have any more questions for me and Blood? Like anything?
I don't think so. This has been interesting for sure. I really appreciate you having me on and doing this with me. It's been super cool. So
Yes, thank you for coming in and filling up a cancellation I had. The person actually had shingles.
You are very welcome.
So,
oh man,
yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, shingles must be going around or something, because Ghoul Bagel has it right now.
Ghoul Bagel has shingles too right now. Yeah, you're right. You know? Well, and the thing with that is, I mean, that's awful.
I know Blood had it when she was younger.
Yeah, and it's highly contagious.
Yeah,
highly contagious. Like, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Luckily, though, for people that have been vaccinated against chickenpox, like, you're probably not going to get shingles.
Yeah.
So you could be okay. Should be okay. But
yeah, sometimes you can get it, which is weird. Mutations and just biology, it happens. Yeah, so
oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you for that, Gothic Lucinda. That means a lot to me. She said, you're amazing, and you get creators exposure to other people to see their awesomeness. Yes, that is my goal.
Thank you.
That's my goal. And yeah, but that's my goal. I want everyone to meet each other. I want everyone to like have a big old party.
I know.
Like,
I have such a hard time. I have such a hard time finding new creators on TikTok now. It seemed like even just within the last 6 months, it seems like I don't find nearly as many new creators as what I used to. It seems like I used to, it was like all the time I'm finding people that I'm like, oh, hell, that's awesome. I'm following this person. And now I don't really find that very much anymore. It's like people are kind of, which I understand. I mean, people are probably dealing with the same things that, a lot of us deal with the quarantining and working and all of that. So it's been a rough year.
Yes.
This year's been a wild one.
It has been. It has been. So you got no more questions for me? No interesting facts at all? Nothing like that?
No, not that I can think of right off the top of my head, actually. So
okay. So with that being said, I think I've had chickenpox and German measles. Ooh, that does not sound fun.
It's nope.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
That does not sound fun. Well, with that being said,
not even a little bit.
I'm gonna talk to you about. Well,
I don't know what happened. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Just turn the video on for the last 30 seconds.
No.
You broke it.
I broke it. Damn it.
Well, there we go. Okay, we got this out.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
With that being said,
leave it to mine to glitch out.
It's all good. I'm gonna keep you on the line for like 5-10 minutes after this. Everyone, I'm gonna be switching over to Apex. I also added something new so you guys can interact and have fun. You type in this in and you can see what you can do with me while playing the game. But with that being said, we're gonna be right back about 15 minutes, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.